Did you see the rally the other day?
No, I didn't.
You hear about it?
No, I was inside my room all day. I didn't even know they were having this. It's normally.
They hurt my feet.
I really like these. I've been around. They're actually that sort of gum color when I got them.
Gum color. Yeah, right. It was like a soft. It wasn't like a shell. It was like a soft.
I'm shocked that fucking no Argentina.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
So, bro, while I'm taking a picture of your shoes, can I ask you a stupid question?
They didn't play.
Yeah, go for it, man.
What makes America great?
Game, and that's what ruined all that. I mean, they allowed France to beat them, and that's
Oh, I hear the crickets. Or if it's not great, say so. But what makes it? You know what I mean?
Yes, exactly.
You say today though, 2018 and a half.
Capitalism has its perks.
Okay. You want to define that any? Please.
Well, I'm not one to say that any form of government is really any.
Is capitalism a form of government?
Well, we're kind of making it when you.
But it's not technically, right?
Not really. No.
Yeah. I mean, I just thought of that now you said that, you know.
More of a oligarchy than anything else.
Okay, me basically.
Pretty much.
Okay, that's what I thought you said.
Taxes are.
Oligarchy butt fuck.
Inner joy, inner happiness, knowing who you come from, giving forgiveness if that's needed, forgiveness in your current relationships if that's needed, giving forgiveness inside of yourself if that's needed, so that you can walk free and liberated and be in peace and joy in your purpose, and that you dream big, that you have a big vision for yourself and for our community. And that you put those bricks together so that vision comes together. And you encourage it when you see other people doing that for each other. I appreciate what each one of you shares and your light. Continue to see the light in each other. And I love your light. Thank you.
No grease.
Taxes suck. The whole election.
I'm just going to ask you a question. Is that a dog?
That is a dog. Well,
Oh, is that neighborhood dog?
it's okay.
Nope.
He's
He's on.
I've come to see.
That's our National Guard, brother. You got to give that man props, yo.
I think part of it would be everybody being self-accountable in one way or
Self-accountable.
another. Yeah.
Accountable to themselves. In other words,
I like
assuming
that, too.
responsibility for what they do.
As you say it the other way, it sounds more.
No,
Would you say accountable to yourself?
Happy.
Self-accountable?
Yeah,
It's like a
absolutely.
short one. It's self-count, you know.
I think
Yeah,
they're interchangeable.
Accountable to
Self-accountability.
oneself,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Oneself.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like
You
a
know?
spiritual oneness.
Sure. The spirits of oneness, yeah, but it starts with the individual.
It does.
As soon as you make a decision, to do whatever you choose to do, and it should be something positive, it should be something, that when you get older and you're going to look back and go, man, I got it right.
I would end violence globally.
Just for the country. Same thing, right? Same thing, right?
Well, no, we would need violence if the country, if other countries had violence towards us. We have to be able to.
You know the definition of violence. I'm not debating with you. I'm just saying you know the definition of violence, right?
Violence.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy, right?
Well, it is the definition, the written definition.
I don't know. You have to look it up, but it's kind of crazy,
Yeah,
You know.
I agree.
So maybe control the protection system.
Sure, let's roll with that.
All right. What about you, young man? Even though you're bros, you probably have a different, You have to learn on the way.
I told him, it's like, this is not good, I don't like this. And he saw the look in my eyes and everything like that. And toward the end, he convinced all the commanders to make masters.
This is the big guy. This is the biggest guy, right?
No,
Top guy.
my guy,
Your
but
direct guy,
also
your
we were-
sergeant, or you're just brother guy?
No, this is my colonel.
Good colonel. Okay, cool.
I was my colonel's radio man, mechanic, surveyor, drafter, just Batman,
What would make America that much greater?
Us stopping limiting the freedoms. Stop trying to.
Who's us?
The government.
That's not us. It's them.
It is us. We elect those officials. We let that happen. We, as a controlled society, put those controls in front of us. Okay. We elect those people. We let that happen.
And it's your interview.
Again, this is an interview. Again, we as a people decide by the people for the people, and it specifically says that. So we as a whole dictate all of those restrictions that are put on us.
Tell you what I see.
What do you see in the cloud, Joe? I got some pictures. It changes a little bit.
I see a very fat South America.
Yes. It was different shape before.
I mean the sky.
Dude, I got
You
this.
know, if you get sick of the works of men, all you have to do is look up.
Hey, there's a story once, kind of the opposite of what you just said in a way, but there was a war going on over some land. In Europe somewhere, whatever. Persia, maybe somewhere. And there was a freaking terrible earthquake. And in an instant, those men learned whose land
It really was. Yeah.
is that powerful or what? I mean, that's cool as
pretty
shit,
cool.
right? That's from my spiritual tradition, I believe, unless I heard it somewhere else. I'll ask you that later.
I know what originally made America great was the neglect of the colonists by the English government.
What's your name again?
Little.
Okay. Holy shit, Mr. Little.
It was what originally.
Say it again.
The neglect of the English colonists by the English government, which in contrast to the much more responsible
Dealing with that kind of responsibility.
the much more responsible approach of Spain and Portugal, which took care of their colonists, the English government ignored theirs and forced them to deal with the forests, the Indians, and each other without any aid.
I mean, yeah, the settlers were forced to fight off everything that was whatever.
And that led to the type of emotional maturity that enabled them to break free of the mother country 100 years earlier, 50 years earlier than the Spanish colonies
Right,
did.
so we're, okay.
Students can't take this. The Richter scale, it's the only way that you can rate this. So heavy and break bricks. I'm amused by your fake tricks. I'm here to rhyme all my people out of the matrix. Sleep off this, they hate this. Science can't make this. Only the most high in his gifts can create this. How you fight but can't take licks? How you eat easy baked fish? You don't like my words, you can jump in the lake quick. Just to escape this.
Earlier than the Spanish colonies
Right,
did.
so we're, okay, before the Spanish, oh, right, okay. Copy
although
that.
they
We're still talking the 1770s.
Yeah, although they started out being colonized 100 years after the Spanish had already founded universities throughout South America before
Before it became New Mexico.
we started colonizing North America. But we
Oh, you're saying they were ahead of us in many ways
they were ahead of us
by
in-
50 years because they got there first and then we had to go around the
they
thing.
were ahead
And,
of us in time, but we were ahead of them in spiritual maturity because we were forced to do it on our own. That thread
boil it down.
that thread of emotional security has, not emotional security.
Not soundbite of it, just boil it down a little bit,
yeah.
that's all.
The thread of emotional maturity has run through our institutions and our political behavior up until recently, throughout our history. And it all started with the settlers
When
who
you say
came
recently,
ashore.
what time period do you
Yeah,
mean?
really,
We're talking a couple hundred years.
Since about the Nixon administration.
Okay,
it seems to
70s.
have gone away.
A little
So
younger
up
than
until then,
Up until then,
our institutions and our political behavior still reflected the maturity that we had learned on the frontier.
by the suffering and the hardship and the
Yes.
experiencing,
Coping with it.
by dealing with it, yeah.
And not having anybody to cry out to for rescue.
Been there.
That's what makes America great. What's your
My intention
Sorry about that, bro.
is for this to continue. I don't care where it is. I don't care what it happens. Walking out ministry's been happening in my life for a long time. But we take it from here, take it off of Facebook. Bring it to somebody's couch, y'all. Y'all know. Most of y'all know. Bring it to my couch. Bring it to my house. Use my house as your haven so that we can go out and then save them. Come on.
Come on, Liz.
Hard work.
Come on.
This guy's gonna get killed here. I love this. I'm Dan.
I'm Tristan.
Tristan? Sounds like we're having a dangerous ass club. I mean, a really fucking dangerous ass club, right? Yeah. I'm not talking talking tanks and shit, yo. Right? Right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
I like that.
Well, folks, I think that's the end. Hope you enjoyed the show. Y'all have a good night. God bless.
Good night, God bless. Where are we at? Where are we at, girl?
Charlotte, North Carolina.
Hey, what makes America great?
We're the land, the home of the free and the brave.
Land of the home, the free, and the brave. Did you say that right?
Land of the free and the home of the brave. Yeah, I said it right.
You know what I used to say?
What?
I think that no matter what happens, however slow or however gradual or however instantaneous it is, that there's nothing more important than human rights, and that's where we're at, and it's been there for everybody, and that's what I believe, and that's what I know.
And I want to thank you for today, and
Yes, sir. Yeah,
you know,
man. Yes, sir.
something to focus on. Focus on the positive, yo.
I will.
You know, freak the issues, you know.
Freak the issues, right? The issues are there to help us sort things out. And, you know,
Well, it's a test, man.
it is. Yeah, well, it's definitely a test.
And what makes you, if it doesn't make you stronger, it kills you, right?
It does.
That's a weird building, huh? Especially everybody specializes. Something to think about, though, you all right?
I'm thinking right now. I'm thinking.
Where's Dave? Dave turned into a shark. Oh my God. Dave, come back. Day 41.